Hey YouTube friends and family, how's everybody doing? I hope you had a great holiday, great Christmas. I hope it was full of laughter, good food, great time with family and friends and children. I hope for those areas that get snow that you got just the right amount, not too much, not too little. I just hope it was great for you. Ours was really good. We had a nice dinner. I had a few things for the children to open, but I think the most wonderful gifts were those that we received from distant friends. We received a box on the 22nd that was full of home canned apple pie filling, apple butter. I'm going to try and say this. It makes me drool when I think about it because, oh, is it good. There was strawberry rhubarb. Oh, strawberry rhubarb on English muffins or on toast. You cannot beat it. All kinds of goodies. There was a club sauce, and I'm not quite sure what that is. I'm not a fancy cook, so I don't know what the club sauce is. Maybe Old Grey Wolf, 1958, and his beautiful wife Dawn could drop me a note and let me know what club sauce is. They're the ones that sent the big box. Sent it from the East Coast, and you know, there was only one glass jar that broke. All of them made it safe and sound. And I don't need to tell you that Mama found out there was apple butter in the house, and she tore into that immediately. And then when she found out that we had strawberry rhubarb, well, she had a muffin with apple butter, and she had a muffin with strawberry rhubarb. And then we had pancakes the next morning, and out come the strawberry rhubarb and the apple butter again. So, next comes the pies. Got to make pies. Homemade, home-canned apple pie filling. You can't beat it. And then, another box came. We open up the box, and in it is this green tin. We open it up, and it caused the most awful fight in our house. Well, it wasn't a fight. It was more a tug-of-war between me and my mother, because inside this tin was homemade fudge. Tess, ctwatcher, sent some of her homemade fudge. See, I'm drooling. I'm telling you what, that was just unbelievably good. Oh, excellent fudge. Then, I also at this time want to give a big thanks to another person who did a remarkable thing. And this has been a while back, but I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do. I had it planned to send a box back, and given everything that's been going on, I wasn't able to do it. But a while back, I received a box from a wonderful guy here on YouTube, and he, I should have gotten back with him immediately, but I didn't, and I apologize for that. And it was because, like I say, I wanted to do something special. And sometimes when you plan to do something special for someone, it's really hard because things get in the way. And for all of you that have followed me for a while, you know that we've had several things take place that altered our path, threw us on a different path. Anyway, to Savage San Diego 2012, he sent a box that had seeds in it, and wonderful seeds for planting different things in our garden. And it's so awesome. I didn't have any seeds, and that really got us a jump start on getting seeds and preparing to have the things that we need in our garden. Just awesome people. Absolutely awesome people. I can't tell you how great that is. You know, of course, all of you know about Rogasmic Rose sending the saxophone for our boy, and we're going to do a video on him. He's been moved to advanced band because he's so good. He's just gifted. It's almost like the saxophone was natural for him. So I'm so grateful for that. I really am. 2012 was, or has been, quite the experience. I found myself often wondering why I got involved on YouTube, because I saw a lot of things and heard a lot of things that weren't comfortable for me. Being naive sometimes is more comfortable than being informed. As you all know, I'm sure you feel the same way sometimes. But as I got to know people here in YouTube, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I've really, really enjoyed it. It's great. And I'll tell you, we've got a world full of so many remarkable people. Wonderful people. Wholesome, good people. We see a lot in the news about people gone awry for whatever reason, whether it's a mental disorder or just downright mean. I don't know the answer. I don't know why people do what they do. It's heartbreaking to know that anyone becomes like that, you know, that they can do awful things. And mind control comes in many forms. It can actually be programmed from birth on. It can be programmed, as we all know, through torture, war crimes against people. But whatever it is, there's just a lot of caca, a lot of nasty. I think this next year, 2013, is going to be so much better for all of us. I think a lot of us are starting to realize what really matters and what is important. It's caring for one another and sharing and being around like minds, you know, people that think the same way. In here, that's pretty easy. You know, we've got, like I said, just some great people. I'd like to see more videos on the good things, and not so many, you know. I know in my email I get so many repeats of the bad things, you know, the horrible things that we're faced with. And that sometimes gets, I don't want to say overbearing, you know, but it gets redundant. You know, you start seeing it over and over and over. And that, to me, is almost like a programming, too. We start focusing just on the bad and not on the good. So I'd like to see more good stuff coming out us sharing more good things. Hopefully, if I haven't been misled, which I don't believe I have, it will bring a higher vibration, higher frequency to what's going on here on Mother Earth, and even for her. We need to raise the spirit of people, of our lifestyles, our world. Mother Earth suffered a lot. You can't tell me every time a bomb goes off that it doesn't disturb Mother Earth and all living things. There's no reason for wars. But you've heard me say that before, and I don't want to ramble. I've had some trouble getting videos uploaded, so I've already said a lot of things that I want to say in other videos that I couldn't get posted. And you guys didn't hear it, so maybe it wasn't meant to be heard. I don't know. But I love y'all. I hope your holidays were great. We have a new year coming up. Yeah, I hope that we can focus on more good. And things, I don't know if you guys feel it. I feel it around our home and around where we live, that the energy is raising. It's getting better. And I really believe that it will continue to keep raising, keep getting better, if we all feel it, if we recognize it, and start being thankful. We really need to be thankful. Thankful for all the good things. It's kind of hard sometimes to be thankful and not be disgusted. That's a tough one. Had an oddity happen. Something very odd. And maybe some of you could put in a comment. As you know, I suffered massive pulmonary embolism. I had 2 massive clots go through my heart and land in my lungs, and then I also had 2 small ones that did exactly the same thing through the heart and into the lungs. I've been down with that, and I've had my good days and bad days, and but I am getting better. On the 21st and 22nd, I was feeling pretty punk. I didn't feel good. And I mentioned to Hammer that I felt like I was trying to breathe through cotton, or a real cottony feeling inside. That's all I could describe it as. And so I stayed down. I really went easy that day because I've still got that one big clot that runs from the knee to the ankle, or ankle to the knee, whichever way. And we don't want it breaking loose. We don't want pieces of it going through my heart also. Anyway, so I did stay down, and I was speaking to my son on the phone, one of our adult children, and I told him how I was feeling, and he said, "Mama, please stay down. Please take care of yourself." And he got all hyped about it, and I told him, "Calm down, Dad's here taking care of me, and I'm staying down." And, well, basically what I said to him is, "I'm not stupid. I am staying down." Anyway, we spoke to him on the 22nd, and he said he didn't feel good. And I had spoken to him on the 21st. So the 22nd, he said he didn't feel well. And we asked him what it was. And he tried to cough. And he said, "Oh, God, Mom, every time I cough, it feels like I get Charlie horses or these grabbing pains, and I can't catch my breath. And I hurt so bad." So I immediately told him that he needed to get into the hospital or doctor and get checked. Get an x-ray, do something. And we covered everything that had happened. Did you bump yourself? Did you get hurt? Well, no. He couldn't think of anything. And So then on the 23rd, well, that night we tried to get him to go to the hospital, and he wouldn't do it. Very stubborn. I have no clue where he gets his stubbornness. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But on the morning of the 23rd, Hammer got up and called him immediately, and he sounded so bad that Hammer took off and went over the mountain, over the hill. It's not really a mountain, but it's a good-sized hill. He went over the hill and over to a town where our son lives, and picked him up and rushed him into the hospital, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in there. Got him to the hospital, and they ran test after test and x-rays and CTs, and you name it, they were running it. Well, 11 hours later, they diagnosed him with pulmonary embolisms. I kid you not, the kid had pulmonary embolisms, 2 of them, in his 2 clots in his right lung. Now this is too freaky, it's too odd. When the doctor found out that I had just gone through it, and what had happened to me and the number of clots that I had, because Hammer stayed with him the whole day. He was there for, the duration of it, from early in the morning until 6, 7 o'clock at night. And he had the opportunity to talk to the doctor. So he talked to him and told him what had happened to me. The doctors are just baffled. First of all, it's one heck of a coincidence that both of us would suffer such a horrible thing as pulmonary embolisms. As you know, I've told you that doctors said that only 3% of the world's people survive what I went through. And then to find out that our son also has been stricken with this. We don't live in the same house. We don't eat the same food. We don't live the same lifestyles. So whatever it could be is beyond us. But he spent his Christmas in the hospital, and they put him on the Lovenox, shots in the belly, and also the Coumadin, same as they did me. Just odd. Very odd. And I can't get it off my mind, it's really bothering me how it could be both of us like that. But the odd thing, the very strange thing here, what did he tell you he did, honey? Hammer? What did he tell you he did? No, that he prayed.
Prayed that if you had another one, that God would give it to him instead of let it happen to you.
Yeah, he was so shook up when he found out I didn't feel good again that he actually prayed. And he asked God, he said, if Mama is going to have another, if something happens that a clot starts to go through her heart again, please let it be me, not her. And he prayed this from the deepest part of his heart. And danged if it didn't happen. So in my mind, I'm putting the 2 days that I was basically parked again, 2 days of this cotton feeling, this bad feeling, and the fact that he prayed, that was on the 21st and 22nd, and then he prayed on the 21st, the night of the 21st, after I had spoken to him, and on the 22nd he was down, ill, and on the 23rd we find out that it's pulmonary embolism. So, wow. Just, I don't know what it is. I don't know what to think of it. But I thought I'd share that with you guys, A lot of you have an insight and that I value. I love your knowledge and your wisdom and your sharing of wisdom, your words. And I'm baffled. Doctors are baffled. We just don't know what to think. Anyway, we're supposed to get him out of the hospital tomorrow morning, hopefully. They haven't been able to get his blood thinned out enough to let him go home yet. But, yeah, guys, wanted to share it. I better get off of here. I'm running up time, and these long videos, I'm not short-winded. I haven't got any wind. I'm short of breath, but I'm not short-winded. I talk too much. I love you all. I love you all very much. And I haven't been on the computer much, but that's because of so much going on. May many blessings be yours, and great big hugs, and may your children be filled with laughter, and your hearts be filled with joy, and great big hugs from me, much love from me and mine, and thank you all. Thank you all for being you. You guys are just awesome. Catch you guys later.